WTAP looks back on this day in history in today's We the People, celebrating 250 years.
On October 6, 1866, the brothers John and Simon Reno staged the first train robbery in American history, making off with $13,000 from an Ohio and Mississippi Railroad train in Jackson County, Indiana. Of course, trains had been robbed before the Reno brothers' holdup, but these previous crimes had all been burglaries of stationary trains sitting in depots or freight yards. The Reno brothers' new method of robbing trains quickly became very popular in the West.